Okay, here is a quick and dirty way to fake picking up an object. It's not actually really going to pick up an object. This is in Unity using a VRoid character. It's actually just going to look like it. And the way I do that is I've got a pot on the table here and I want to make the character pick it up. So what I've got is I've put together a little navigation clip and he leans forward. It sort of looks like he's picking up, but obviously the pot's not following the hand. So how can we get it to follow the hand? Well, what I'm going to do is we've got the pot on the table and I'm actually going to make a copy of it. And I'm going to drop it, copy, and then I'm going to come up and I'm going to expand the character. This is the VRoid character, root, hips, spine. I'm looking for his hand. I'm going to use the left hand. I've got the upper neck, left shoulder, left upper arm, left lower arm, and we've reached the hand. And I'm going to do a paste. Oops, wrong level. I should need to put it inside the hand, so I just dragged and dropped it inside. And so we've got the pot now underneath. And so there's actually two pots here. And if I play the clip, you'll be able to see, because it's sort of like, that's not what we want at all, is it? Well, the pot's following the hand, but it's not what we really want. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to rename this one to pot in hand, so we can tell which is which. And then I'm going to come over here and set all its position and rotation, all the zeros. And so now you can see the pot, oops, dang it, keep clicking the wrong thing. I just clicked a little bit too high, so click some of the other buttons. So now when I follow, it follows it, but it's not quite really in the hand, is it? So we're reaching forward. What we want to do is we're going to grab, we're going to bring it this way a bit, bring it down a bit, and we're trying to make it look as close as possible. It's in the hand. So if I move forward, it's not ideal, but I'm going to go with that at the moment. Okay, so we zoom back out. So now we've got two pots though. How do we get rid of one? And so what we want to do is to have the one in the hand not visible to start with, and then when he reaches the table, we're going to flip it and make the one on the table invisible and the one on the hand visible. And the way you can do this is with an activation track. And so I'm going to take the pot on the table and drop it in here. And then when we get to around about here, I'm going to, I'm right clicking and edit, trim the end. So the active track for the first pot on the table is going to go there, and then the pot on the table disappears. And then I'm going to create another activation track. I'm going to take the pot in the hand and drop that into this one. I'm going to set the trim start to where the other one finishes, and so now it looks like there's one on the table. He reaches forward and picks it up, and it's now in the hand. But it's really two completely independent pots. It's just, I've managed to line them up quite nicely, and so it looks like it's one particular pot. So it's a bit of a hack, it's a bit of a trick. It's not really picking up a pot, but if you're just animating in a little clip like this, I didn't have to write any scripts. Now in the notes for this episode, I pointed some links to somebody else who's actually created a script to do it. Well, how it works is it actually takes a pot and changes the parent. So the parent is becomes the hand halfway through. Problem is I've had sometimes with animation tracks, this is a timeline window, changing the parentage in preview mode and all this sort of stuff. I've had a bit of problem with it, and so I'd probably do it a little bit differently. I'd actually have an object and lerp it between two different parents, and I might show that in another episode. But some people were asking some questions. This is really quick and dirty. It's no good if it was live, it's no good if it's a game, but if you're just doing an animated clip, I didn't have to write a single line of code to get this to work.